Communication Station for Kids is a nurturing, non-competitive environment. I am very proud of these bright and inquisitive students. Have a look and listen for yourselves to the fine accomplishments of these young people.
Hi, my name is Yanni, reporting from the Communication Station for Kids. Did you ever wonder what's happening on Saturn and what it's made of? I think it's interesting to know about science and space. There are many different things to learn about Saturn. First of all, Saturn is made of gas. Its core is made of rock. Most of you may know that Saturn has a ring. Saturn is not the only one with a ring. Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus also have rings. Saturn's rings are made of ice and rock. 7 rings orbit Saturn. Did you know that Saturn has 31 moons? The biggest moon that orbits Saturn is Titan. Saturn is the second biggest planet in our solar system. It's 95 times bigger than Earth. The equator is 74,900 miles long and the diameter is 8,000 miles long. It takes 29 and a half Earth years for Saturn to orbit the Sun. It's winter here on Earth and very cold outside, but not as cold as Saturn. On Saturn, the temperature is below 285 degrees. Maybe one day in the future, we will be able to visit Saturn and see for ourselves. This is Yanni reporting from the Communication Station for Kids.
If you like mysterious books, you'll definitely like Mary Pope Osborne. Hi, I'm Michael reporting from the Communication Station for Kids Book Corner, talking about Mary Pope Osborne. She was born in Fort Sill, Oklahoma on May 20th, 1949. She graduated from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. She is currently 61 years old. She has a younger brother, a younger sister, and a twin brother. She has 2 terrier dogs named Joey and Mr. Mizo. From 1993 till 1997, she was president of the Authors Guild. Her writing career began by writing a young adult novel called Run, Run as Fast as You Can. When she was in northern Afghanistan, she almost died in an earthquake. And in Kabul, she almost died in a riot. She has previously worked as an acting teacher, a waitress, a travel agent, a window dresser, and a medical assistant. Using her books, a musical was created that traveled all over the USA. I recommend reading all of the books because of the funny adventures along the way. This is Michael reporting from Communication Station for Kids.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey from Communication Station for Kids, and I'll be telling you about my favorite animal, the rhinoceros. Let's start with the basics. Rhinos are very large animals. They range from 750 to 8,000 pounds. That's 4 tons. They eat growth, trees, and bushes, while rhinos eat grass. Their lifespan is 35 to 40 years, which seems pretty young to a person. Their eyes are on their side so they don't see well and are more likely to charge into a human. Most of the info is from kidsplanet.org. Rhinos are becoming endangered, and the reason is because of poachers. Poachers are people who kill rhinos and other animals, even though the laws say they are not allowed to do that. In the case of rhino poachers, want the animal's horns. The horn of a rhino is made of the stuff your hair and nails are made of, except more valuable. Poachers then turn the horns into daggers and Chinese medicine. Poaching is a real threat to the species. Because of the threat, the population has gone from the millions to 12,400. Here's the number of species according to kidsplanet.org. There are less than 100 Javan rhinos. Approximately 400 Sumatran rhinos still exist. There are approximately 2,000 Indian and 2,400 black rhinos left on Earth. White rhinos have been brought back from their near extinction and now the population is around 7,500. It is important to save the rhinos because without them the food cycle will not be complete. Too many plants will grow and predators will die. So tell your friends to save rhinos and other animals. This is Jeffrey reporting from Communication Station for Kids.
If you like games and books, particularly the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, then this author is a person you will like. Hi, I'm Max reporting from the Communication Station for Kids. Jeff Kinney is a famous author who was born on February 19, 1971. He grew up in Fort Washington, Maryland, and attended the University of Maryland. He is 39 years old and has a wife with 2 children, Will and Grant. Jeff Kinney has written 5 reading books and 1 do-it-yourself book. His latest book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Ugly Truth. Jeff Kinney is not only a writer but a game designer. He made the popular kids website Pop Tropica. His career started when he created a comic strip that was premiered on campus. When Jeff Kinney was asked in an interview, "Did you always want to be an author?" he responded, "No, actually what I really wanted was to be a newspaper cartoonist. In college, I had a comic strip called Igdoof, and I was sure I was on my way to becoming a cartoonist after school. But it's very difficult to break into the cartooning world, and I got rejection letter after rejection letter for comic syndicates. So I decided to try to mix cartoons and text in a new way and to get my work published in a book form. Now that I've been published, I think of myself more as a cartoonist than an author." Jeff Kinney had said that for the next few years he will be working on Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. His publisher and him are planning a total of 5 books, but he would like to do more. Will Diary of a Wimpy Kid ever be a movie or a TV series? Yes, Diary of a Wimpy Kid has already been turned into a movie by the 20th Century Fox. Jeff Kinney is proud of his job and he wants to create more games and write more books so children will enjoy them. This is Max reporting from the Communication Station for Kids.
You probably go on the internet every day. It's where your news is. It's how you do long-distance communicating. It enhances your whole life. But you probably can't imagine living without it. But have you thought about how it has evolved since it has been made? This is Mark reporting from Communication Station for Kids. The internet was originally used for just 4 universities. Then email was created by Ray Tomlinson in 1972, and later it was used by kings and queens. Even back then, viruses existed. A virus called the Internet Worm shut down 10% of the world's internet servers. In 1994, the White House launched its website. More common websites are on their way. Google, MySpace, Wikipedia, and YouTube have followed. Now there are over 92 million websites. Imagine if the internet didn't exist. Searching the library, searching for phone numbers, and searching information would be different. Some people's hobbies might have not been the same. School and work would be different. Life would be different. Face it, you can't live without it. This is Mark reporting from Communication Station for Kids.
Hi, I'm Spencer reporting from the Communication Station for Kids. If you like Greek mythology, like flying horses and chariot races, you'll love the Percy Jackson series. The series has 5 different mythological action books, all starring Percy Jackson. Who is Percy? Perseus Jackson is a demigod. Demigods are children of the 12 Olympian gods and humans. Percy's father is Poseidon, god of the sea. His mom is a human named Sally Jackson. The first book is about Percy going to the underworld and trying to save his mother. He also has to return Zeus's master bolt. He was tricked by Ares, the god of war. So Percy has to get Hades' helm of darkness and the master bolt. However, at the end, Percy soon realizes that his friend Luke tricked him because he works for Kronos, the Titan Lord. In the second book, The Sea of Monsters, Percy's best friend, Grover Underwood, has been captured by Prometheus. Grover is a satyr. A satyr is half human, half goat. Percy goes to a camp called Half-Blood Hill. Half-Blood Hill is being attacked because its magic guarding tree is poisoned. Percy must go to the island of Cyclopses, also known as the Bermuda Triangle, save Grover and get the fleece to save the camp. Percy soon realizes that his camp director Chiron is the son of the evil Titan Lord Kronos. Chiron is a centaur. Centaurs are half human, half horse. At the end, Percy meets Thalia. She was the tree. She was the tree because Zeus turned her into a tree because he saved her life from monsters. Then you go on to the third book, The Titan's Curse. In this book, Percy found 2 more half-bloods, Bianca and Nico D'Angelo. However, Bianca dies during the book. Percy also meets Zoe Nightshade. She works for Artemis, god of the moon and the hunt. Artemis was captured by the evil creature called the General. Percy's friend, Annabeth Chase, has also been captured by the creature. Now Zoe, Grover, Thalia, and Bianca try to save Annabeth.
Percy secretly tags along. Soon they get to the Mountain of Despair to save Artemis and Annabeth. The group successfully rescues their friends after the adventure. Percy soon realizes that Nico is the son of Hades and is now mad because he promised to protect Bianca. Sadly, I cannot talk about the last two books because I have not read them yet. After reading this series, I really like Greek mythology. I hope you're interested in the Percy Jackson series now. This is Spencer reporting from the book corner of Communication Station for Kids. See you next time.
How would you feel if everywhere around you was a battlefield? Well, that's what the United States Army wakes up to every day. Each day, soldiers risk their lives to protect our country and its people. I'm Nick from the Communication Station for Kids, and I am really excited to be interviewing Michael Mulligan. But before we meet Michael, I will tell you the steps of joining the Army according to the website goarmy.com. The first step is meeting with a recruiter. They will help you define your future goals. One can choose to join the Army Reserve or active duty. Second step is BCT, or basic combat training. It changes civilians into soldiers. It also teaches them about teamwork and how to succeed in the Army. The third step is AIT, or advanced individual training. AIT is a school where you will learn how to train for real combat, and some drills include search and rescue, hostage situations. Some training techniques are how to improve your team leadership skills and how to command your squad, and some more advanced trainings. Also, you will learn how to shoot and first-person hands-on training according to goarmy.com. And now, I'd like to introduce my special guest, Mr. Mike Mulligan.
How's it going?
Thank you, Mr. Mulligan. All right, thank you for being here today and letting me interview you. So let's get started. What branch of the military were you in?
I was in the Army.
And what was being in the Army like?
Had its ups and downs, good times and bad times.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Wow, it's young. How old are you when you started being in the Army?
I joined the delayed entry program when I was 17, and I started active duty when I was 18.
How long have you been in the military?
For 6 years now.
What made you interested in joining the Army?
It was more than just any one thing, but I guess the main thing was family. So.
What kind of training did you have to go through?
First I went through basic, then I had to go through airborne school, and then I went to my unit.
What was basically the difference between basic and airborne school?
Basic training, they teach you pretty much the basics of being a soldier, how to shoot, how to move through the woods and talk to your team. And at airborne school, it's all just about jumping out of airplanes. So.
Right. Where have you traveled with the Army?
I've been to England, Holland, Kuwait, and Iraq twice.
And what was your take on the Iraqis?
They're very unusual. They're different, But they're like anybody else. There are good people and there are bad people. So.
Right. I know you said there's no typical day, but what was the main thing that would happen while you were stationed?
Just training, 24/7 training. So.
Were you ever faced with a really dangerous situation that got your blood pumping?
There were a few times, but it comes with the territory. So.
What is the most memorable thing you can remember about being in the Army?
Definitely my friends.
You treated them like family?
Yep.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mulligan, for your time and for your service in Iraq and everywhere else.
Thank you very much.
I'm Nick from the Communication Station for Kids. See you next time.
I hope you enjoyed these informative presentations, researched, written, and presented by the Communication Station for Kids students. If you're a student or know of one who may be interested in participating in an upcoming Communication Station for Kids program, please contact the Manalapan Parks and Recreation Department at 732-446-8355 or contact me directly at 732-617-1815 or email me at judy@pressentials.com. This is Judy Leibowitz Drucker signing off from Communication Station for Kids.